Man, I am not getting used to 3-hour SmackDowns. After the halfway point, when I realize there's still over an hour left of the show, it takes it out of me. I have a really hard time keeping the energy up until the end. But this SmackDown, it was pretty good. I loved Drew's entrance. He had real men playing real bagpipes for his entrance. Coming out as champion, you could tell he was really enjoying the moment. I also loved Kit Wilson's promo and his song. It cracks me up that he literally got so over with the crowd overnight because of his entrance song, which is arguably the best right now, or very close to the best. And I love how Jacob Fatu is just kind of going after everyone. He came out in the very beginning during Drew's entrance, and Randy Orton was out there too, but Jacob Fatu came out, attacked Drew, and chased him to the back. And then he came out during Kit Wilson's promo, attacked Kit Wilson, then called Cody out, and then Cody ended up going out. Cody was like, say less. Because I'm pretty sure Cody called Jacob out earlier in the night, and Jacob didn't answer the call, but Cody was ready. I also love the lantern story between the MFTs and the Wyatt Six. So Solo had his match with Damian Priest, and it was in the that tournament to have the Fatal 4-Way, and Solo lost because the Wyatt Six won, interfered, but he was too worried about the lantern because Uncle Howdy got hold of the lantern again and almost got it back, but Tala Tonga stopped that. Yeah, he let that lantern distract him, and he lost the match and almost lost the lantern as well. But I'm enjoying where that story is. I think it could continue to be really good. So we'll have to wait and see. I also like that Jordynne Grace is confronting the right word. Jade Cargill was sitting out by the commentators during Jordynne Grace's and Chelsea Green's match, which was so short. And I'll get to why that bumps me in a minute when I talk about what I didn't like about the show. But their match ended quick. Jordynne beat Chelsea Green. Then she got on the mic and, was talking to Jade. And then Chelsea tried to attack Jordynne Grace from behind, but Jordynne Grace moved and ended up hitting Jade off of the apron. Jade dropped her belt. Jordynne picked it up. I don't know. They haven't done pretty much anything with Jade since she won the belt. She has 0 title defenses. 0. I don't know why. I don't understand their thought process behind it, because it's almost like, they kind of don't have anyone, but anyone that challenged her, she stomped out before they even could get a match, which I guess is the story. But 0 title defenses since she won it off of Tiffany Stratton is crazy. Keep in mind, that happened back in November. We're now mid-January, and she has not defended that title. So, Jordynne Grace seems to be her next opponent that will actually get a match, which it's a good matchup. Jordynne Grace is on par with the size of Jade. Jordynne Grace is much shorter, but she has a ton of muscle, and she's super strong. So, at least the matchup makes sense, and the belt would look really good on Jordynne. I don't know if they're planning to have a long title reign with Jade. Still no word on if Bianca is able to return. Last we heard, her finger is not healing up properly. So I'm still holding out for a surprise return of Bianca at the Royal Rumble, but I will not be disappointed if she does not return, because obviously, you can only do so much. I feel like she's trying to heal her finger, and, it is what it is at that point. I would love to see her return, because Jade and Bianca would be an excellent feud. So I don't know if this is going to come to a head at WrestleMania or if it's sooner, essentially. But they're clearly cooking something up with Jade and Jordynne. So we'll see where that goes. Hopefully she will finally defend her freaking title. Now on to the things that I did not care for. I didn't like that Cody declared for the Royal Rumble. I feel like he is the first one to do so. The Royal Rumble is in a couple of weeks, which is crazy to think about. But I don't know. I kind of like the element of surprise. It's almost obvious that he would probably be in the Rumble, right? I wouldn't be shocked if I saw Cody Rhodes come out in the Rumble. But I kind of like them not declaring people. I want to go into the Rumble not knowing for sure who's in it or when they're going to be coming out. I love the element of surprise. I think that makes the show more exciting. I know some people out there do like to know, and they do like the declarations and the build up to the Rumble. We're not getting hardly any build up to the Rumble. I feel like Cody declaring was the first we've really heard about going to the Rumble. Again, I could be wrong, but I feel like they're really focusing on Saturday night's main event, which is next weekend, the weekend before the Rumble. And it's kind of shocking that the building that the Rumble's supposed to be in isn't even finished being built yet. If what I'm seeing online is true. It seems like it is, but to me, that is crazy. And I would be freaking out if I was the higher ups in the WWE because, I mean, when I say it's unfinished, it is unfinished. And they have a couple of weeks. So my concern, I'm going to trust that it will get done and it will get done in time. I just really hope everything is done safely and not getting corners cut to where bad things could potentially happen. So that's just crazy to me. I also hate, these go hand in hand. I do not like 3 hours of SmackDown because the pacing is so slow, like painfully so. And they're not adding really anything to the show. It's almost like they're just making the matches go way longer than they need to be to fill the time when they could be adding in different stories. They don't even have to be big stories. They don't even really have to accumulate to anything, maybe a match and then it's done. But literally, there's so many people on the roster that are not being seen or being used. Fill the time up with that. I want to see, personally, more storylines that make sense and like just keep you invested. Again, I'm not saying everything has to be 10 out of 10 and up here story that's like main eventing. Absolutely not. Just something with a little bit more meat. What I don't like is matches going on forever and just super slow pace because I don't know if they are supposed to do that because they need to draw out time. But in particular, Solo Sikoa versus Damian Priest felt horrible. The match was good. That's what's so frustrating. It's like SmackDown wasn't bad. The matches aren't bad. It's just the pacing of them slows it down and it just takes me out. It makes me tired and I'm just eventually getting bored and I kind of forget the excitement because everything is just so spaced out and just drug on. I'm sorry. I'm very passionate about this apparently, but it really felt that way during Damian and Solo. And I enjoy Solo matches. I think he is so underappreciated, underrated, and entertaining as hell. Damian Priest isn't bad. I feel like his hype has dropped off, no fault of his own, but the 6-month-long feud between him and Aleister Black did not do him any favors in that. But yeah, it's just that match in particular, but most of them, except Leon versus Carmelo and Sammy versus Ilya, and obviously Chelsea versus Jordan because that one didn't last long at all. I don't know how long it was, but it had to be like 5 minutes maybe. It was the shortest match of the night by far, which yeah, I get. I get they need those as well, but anyway. Moving on. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm hoping that it does get better. Just more stories, please. Just something. Don't drag out the matches for the sake of lasting 3 hours. I mean, like I said, Carmelo and Leon and then Ilya and Sammy, I feel like that's my type of wrestling. So maybe not a lot of people feel the same way as me of the matches being drug out because they don't mind the slower pace and the, I don't know what to call it, the more technical wrestling and all of that, when I prefer fast-paced, high flyers, high risk, just always doing something. So maybe that's a huge part of it. And maybe the 3 hours is fine and they're loading it fine and everything's good. It's just me and my brain that needs a lot of stimulation in wrestling. It just doesn't work. And that's on me. That's an ish me, not an issue. And I also straight up just did not like the Charlexa versus Julia and Kiana James match. I try to care about Julia, but I can't. I just cannot do it. I don't know. WWE she should not have been called up when she was. I have yet to see what everyone's talking about how she's amazing and this amazing wrestler. I believe she is. I just don't believe the WWE is utilizing her quite the way she should be utilized. So we're still waiting for them to turn that around. She does have the United States Championship belt again. So hopeful that this time around is better. Better stories, better airtime. We'll actually see her more. I don't know if what right now is harming her is being teamed up with Kiana James or being in a tag team altogether. But it's something. It's something. It's not working for me. And that whole match, I did not enjoy it. Had a hard time paying attention to it and watching it and caring. Funniest moment has to go to Axiom, Johnny Gargano, and Nathan Frazier. I I love that little story. Like, see, stories like that. That is fantastic. So Johnny and Candice LeRae were walking in the back, and then they get confronted by Axiom. Candice LeRae leaves, so it's just Johnny Gargano and Axiom. And then another man in a turtleneck and another Axiom mask walk up. It's Nathan Frazier. I don't know. The continuation of it is funny. I enjoy it so much. And Johnny Gargano's line, they have to go do married stuff now. So it tickles me. The second runner-up to funniest moment was Kit Wilson. I love the You're Toxic masculinity, his new theme song, just the whole Kit Wilson package. I'm so happy to see something for him finally working, because even with Pretty Deadly was hilarious. I just felt like either nothing was sticking or they weren't getting enough airtime to where people could see them more and just laugh along, because Kit Wilson is very humorous, and I'm just glad that something is sticking that he can run with and it's working, because I am all for funny, silly moments in wrestling. Match of the night and performance of the night are both going to Carmelo Hayes and Leon Slater. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Their match, amazing. Like I said, that is my style of wrestling. It was just constant. And both of them are so athletic and such amazing performers. Just the whole time I was in it, paying attention and just excited and enjoying the moment. Carmelo's selling of his knee, because we remember, pretty sure it was last week, him against Shinsuke. Shinsuke really targeted his knee. And I like that carried over to this week. And he was selling it very well, to where it was like, is he selling or is he actually hurting a little bit? I think he's just really good at selling, and I really liked that carried over. It was just so good. Leon Slater was having the time of his life. Like, you could tell he was enjoying himself. They were in his homeland, so it was great to see him be able to perform there. I am hoping and crossing my fingers that we get Leon Slater in the WWE very soon. He will fit right in. I don't even know if he needs to go to NXT. I think he could just go right to the main roster and be fine. But he is holding a belt from TNA right now, so we'll let him have his time over in TNA. He is, no matter where he ends up, even if it's not with the WWE, he is going to be very successful. He is currently successful, so I'm just selfish and I want him on the WWE because that happens to be the only one I watch, because there's so much wrestling. There's so much wrestling already with the WWE. I can't even imagine adding another company to it. My life would be wrestling, and I'm not ready for that. So yeah, that was SmackDown. Overall, it was a great show. The pacing of the 3 hours drug it on, but if you kind of condense it down and forget the slow parts, it was pretty good. Saturday night's main event is shaping up to be spectacular. I do feel so sorry for the wrestlers. So right now they were in London. Then next week they're coming back to Canada. And then the week after that they're going to Saudi Arabia. Like, that's just a lot of time zones. I am so sorry for them, but yeah, SmackDown, pretty good. That's all I really have to say. I would love to know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you in the next one.